Greetings Internet, welcome back to the channel. Talking about the W800 is what gets views, so this entire video will be dedicated to the 2020 Kawasaki W800. I currently have approximately 925 miles or 1500 kilometers on the clock. Every time I take out the W, there are 2 miles of dirt / gravel roads that I travel during the round trip, as that is 1 mile stretch of road to my home. For simplicity's sake, I'll just address the other miles as being on tarmac. I will start by saying my opinions are just that. You may have a different opinion, which is how opinions work. If you disagree with something I say, that's cool. I like hearing other perspectives, just please be polite about it. I'll cover some of the things I talked about in my initial 3 W800 videos and provide some more detail, as well as fill in how things are going so far. I'll keep updating this series because it's most popular and there seems to be a genuine interest in the W800. So I'll continue my rambling with the most controversial thing from my why I chose the Kawasaki W800 video. I did say that my wife told me, this is the last bike you'll ever buy, get what you want. What I should have said, as it's more accurate, is this is the last new bike you'll ever buy. Truth be told, this is the only brand new bike I've ever purchased for myself. I had an affinity for BMW for many reasons. My whole family had been riding BMWs back to my grandfather on my mother's side, so it was just kind of a heritage thing. BMWs are spendy, brand new, and I'm a bit of a let someone else break it in and take the hit on depreciation kind of guy. My wife, who's a much better mechanic than I could ever hope to be, is a buy brand new so you know that no one else mucked something up kind of gal. I can see her logic, and since I depend on her mechanical expertise to maintain our vehicles, our tractors, and anything else mechanical, I figured it would be good to take her expert opinion into consideration and get something brand new. I, of course, threw my own spin on it and got a 2020 model instead of a 2022, so I could let the dealership share in the depreciation hit. It does completely baffle me why, in the United States of America, the W800 did not sell like it does out the rest of the world. I do watch Itchy Boots on YouTube, and she made a comment that may help explain it. She's currently publishing videos of her ride to Alaska. She's recently come into the USA from Mexico. She commented how the vehicles in the USA, in large part, are very big compared to other parts of the world. Maybe 800 cc's just doesn't fit the taste of a lot of riders in the USA. On to the 925 mile or 1500 kilometer review. Things I talked about changing. The seat, the tires, installing bar risers, and getting a fly screen. I'm still on the stock seat, and I feel like I've done some breaking in, and now I can ride about 3 hours before I start getting saddle sore. I am still thinking about an aftermarket seat, one that goes a long way on the comfort side. I may have to wait until the supply chain issues are resolved. The tires. I'm still riding the Dunlop tires that came stock. I was toying with the idea of adventure tires for the W800, as 60% of the roads in Vermont are dirt or gravel, and that would open up a lot for me. But I do have a 2011 BMW G650 GS with 60/40 Shinko tires on it, and she does fantastic on dirt and gravel. No real need to duplicate a function I already have. Sometimes it's best to let X equal X, right? The joy of riding the W800 for me wasn't that it was a scrambler. It was that it's a beautiful tribute to the W1 of yesteryear. A 360-degree parallel twin that evokes nostalgia and transports me back decades and feels amazing to ride. I will put some other tires on it, thinking maybe something a bit more tacky and grip-focused, even if not period correct for the bike. For now, the Dunlops are working out just fine. I have installed 28mm risers, and I'm very happy with how they seamlessly integrated into the bike and put the bars exactly where I needed them. I have also installed the polished aluminum fly screen from Omega Racer, and absolutely love it. It moves just enough air away from the middle bit to make 2-lane highway riding more comfortable. It would still leave quite a lot of wind for the interstate high-speed motorway riding, and if you do a fair bit of that, I'd recommend a proper windscreen instead. Things I didn't talk about changing and am considering. Adding the rear luggage rack. All of our other motorcycles have a complete toolkit and first aid kit on them. The W800 doesn't come with any storage capable of carrying either of those things. There's a simple toolkit under the seat, but it's very basic. The rear rack would allow me the capability to add a tail bag, which included the medical kit and a proper toolkit. Crash bars. This is something I like to add to all my motorbikes. I favor the chrome ones instead of the blacked out, but I admit the blacked out ones would fit the frame color better. I'll do a video when I get them ordered and installed. If you have an opinion on which one you think goes better with it, the chrome or the black, go ahead and let me know below in the comments. Some YouTube videos have pointed out that the W800 is more expensive than the other modern classic motorbikes like Royal Enfield 650 Interceptor or even the new BSA Gold Star. It's true, it is more expensive at MSRP of $9,199 US. There are some new old stock bikes out there, having not sold for the first time from the dealership. If a bike is out of your budget, I totally get it. I was researching what a BMW R1250 GS with everything I wanted on it would cost, and we were able to get a 2022 BRP Can-Am Ryker Rally Edition and the 2020 Kawasaki W800 for the same price. So do, stick to your budgets and see what you can afford and see what fits you best. If the $9,199 is a fit to your budget and you really like the looks of the W800, and you have a Kawasaki dealer within reasonable range, and a test ride of the bike says it's a good fit for you, I absolutely encourage you to buy one. I'm super happy that I purchased mine. Might other bikes fit you better? Absolutely. Should you consider that? Every time. My number one advice for people considering buying a bike is to get on as many of them as you can and see what fits you best. For me, I love the nostalgia, I love the sound of the 360-degree parallel twin, I love the stock exhaust sound and how quiet it is, I love the paint and the gobs of chrome. I love the lack of plastic. This bike is exactly what my motorbike fever was aching for to add to our stable. This isn't my only bike. I do believe in the right tool for the job. If you are going to buy only one bike, would I recommend this one? Depends on where you live and how you ride. My recommendation that is if you like the W800, go test ride one and see how it goes. I love mine and I'm super happy with it. Now that I'm past the break-in miles, I ride a bit more spirited, and she definitely has get up and go. If you're used to riding a two-wheeled rocket ship, you would probably disagree. But for me, this is a fantastic feeling, and it also brings me back to feeling like 19 again, even if it's ever so briefly. Thank you for watching. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. Cheers.